Welcome to the second part. I hope you enjoyed the first half of the story. If you like my story, please like, share, and subscribe, and press the bell button for latest updates. The cruelty with which he had separated the head and torso of this poor man, and immediately held him in his hand. Adam's eyes automatically closed in fear, which he knew that now the next number was mine. Similarly now, the second one would be in his hands, and he would separate my neck from my torso. Adam was passing through these deserted roads many times, and never afraid. Nothing else had happened. This was the first time that today, when he didn't feel like watching a movie. He was afraid of Nathan, who kept explaining to him in the daylight. "Remember, since when have I been alone? I am going with Nathan, so you are talking about something far away at night. You are talking to my heart like this. Talk sweetly. Don't talk to me like this today." Now he was coming back at night, and again started talking like this again, but he was becoming a sinner. He could not get out of the spell of this movie. Situation has reached here. At this time he was in the hands of this same calamity, and now it was his turn that he opened the closed eyes of courage once, and he saw what he witnessed a little while ago, who had no face, whose eyes he saw, which were white as snow. His wings were very big, and that is why he had folded his wings behind, which are like his heart. Now they have become his wings, and standing there. Once you have said that it has started to rise from the ground, it is blocked, and Adam was like bird which has come up like this, while doing something. It was standing in the air, and it was in his hand. Then he did not see his face, which was not below, nor was there automatically a desire appeared in his heart, where there was no face. Before he saw that which was a little bit was protruding forward, as if the mouth inside is broken like this. It was inward, and a little bit was protruding forward quite a lot. So I started to go a little bitten as soon as his blood appeared. At that moment Adam gathered courage and said a sentence: believe me, I will never walk this path in my whole life. I had already walked it if I knew I would never walk this path. Leave me. I was present at that moment. It appeared. A voice came from the parts. Why should I leave you this time? Adam was surprised that he thought it was an animal. He was growling in his belly, and standing in the crowd he was not the only one. But they were spread out and flew in the air, and it was a completely human language, and as soon as he opened his mouth, a tongue came out like a snake's tongue. It waved and went, but waved and went inside. The tongue was sometimes branched, and courage was gained, as if he could understand human language. To I have forgotten. It had murmured again that please have mercy on me, let me go, I have done nothing. I have not harmed anyone in the country, and even while passing through the forest I was afraid of them. I knew he would never let him go, so leave me alone. I promise I won't even come near you. At that moment, this strange creature brought its face and hand close to his, and brought it right up to his eyes, and in a soft whisper called out, "Why? I leave you, I won't come." He said, "I'll never come." The hope of living was gone. Now, he's not ready to leave Adam. He kills the first one too fast. Suddenly he said, "Okay, if I leave you, you'll never tell anyone about me." He shook his head. "It's not permissible. Promise me that you won't tell anyone about me for the rest of your life." "Yes. If you ever tell anyone about me, that moment will be the last moment of your life. I'll save my life, and I'll be calm about it for the rest of my life. I promise, and I won't break my promise. Of course, forgive me, leave me." Even if he touched him and said something like that, the jungle started shaking, the trees of the forest shook. He said something like that. He said, "Okay, then today, new life starts. If you tell anyone about me, then understand that you broke your promise, and at that time, I'll tell you. I will kill you, and until you tell me, you will live now. Run, and don't look back, and keep your promise here." did the same thing downwards and hit me once again. His existence started downwards, which was standing in the air, has come descending and thrown in front of him. He didn't lie, he couldn't throw the position. He had given him and stood up, and after that he started running away that he was going. He didn't look back and fall, then stood up again, started running. It was night time and running is harder. He stood up again. For the third time he didn't look back and kept walking, running away from these ruins. He has come far from his village now. He had broken so much when in life he had never felt he was young. Someone else would have had a heart attack. He would have run away from fear and from running so fast and so far. The dogs have run away. But when he reached a place where he saw a road, he did not come in the direction of his village. He ran away. Who? Did you hear? Whoever saw him? He had walked so easily. He was thirsty. He was not finding it easy to write about it. It is related to the fear of disaster that he went on the road. He fainted. When his eyes opened, his dreams were hidden behind him first, and until he started talking, it seemed that the style of the roof was like that of someone else's house in a village. There was no roof like that. It was a hut with such carvings on it, like a nobleman or a king. A rich man could have done such a thing for himself, that no rich man had ever seen a king's a nobleman, a potter. But after seeing him in the evening, he realized that this rich man had ever loved a poor man. And while looking at him, he looked down. Did you know that he was lying on the best bed? And a large room, the curtains, doors and walls of which were on it. The furniture sitting inside this room during the day was as if he were in the house of a rich family, and the things were old. They were old, but the old things of the royal style of kings. And while looking at it, he saw a woman sitting in front of him. He tried to say something, but he couldn't find the voice after trying it. There was a cloth on his forehead that was wet. There was a woman was sitting in front of Adam. Thank God, what a relief. Now he examined the entire room carefully to see that he was in a good place. He also looked at the dress that the woman was wearing. It was an old-fashioned dress, but the best artisans, and it was luxurious. She had made the call in his way. She was an old woman, but the white color looked good. There was a voice from a rich family. She said, "How are you feeling?" Adam said, "Which place is this? Tell me you have regained consciousness after 3 days. You have opened your eyes. Your fever is also a little better. You were unconscious for 3 days. My name is Roxane. I am the owner, and the one standing beside your bed is my servant. Some of my servants live in this house. My daughter lives with me. We were passing in a caravan. I was sleeping. I rarely go out. They tell me at night that you were found fainted on the way. They put hand on your forehead. Your forehead was burning with fever, but even in this state you were breathing. I told my servant, get him with us. If you need anything else, then you will tell me. I will come for you. I was just told that you were left there alone, and then she go back after answering the question. He was alone in the room, and he was thinking that he have reached their house, but my village. Boy Nathan, whose neck been broke and thrown away. How can I go back to village? The villagers will ask that you will both go together. My parents had forbidden me many times. Then I took their son and left both of them. I was the reason they say. Our on was killed. He was with me. What will I tell them? Where is their son? And if I tell them, they will not believe my story. How did he take a young man and come back? I said this. Will anyone believe my story about my night journey? He will not do it either, by the way. I and the bad behavior, and will also be blamed for the Nathan death. So what should I do? I think I need a place to stay for now, and this is a far place for a place to stay. I think I should ask this, and it is better to stay here. Day was lost in these thoughts, when the door opened, and as soon as the door opened, the girl entered. It's like I goes to sleep, I am in a dream. She is wearing a dress over it. It is the same thing. Maybe she started going to sleep and she had worn a high top over it. She came and said, "Now, how are you?" And as soon as he saw her, he kept looking at her. She was such a beautiful and beautiful girl. She was from such a beautiful and beautiful family. I have never seen before such a beautiful girl. He looked at her and said, "I am fine, I am much better." "Who are you?" "My name is Rachel. My mother must have told you about me. I came to ask how you were doing because you have been gone for a long time. My mother and I have been taking care of yourself." I was sitting next to you and she told me. What she said: "What is the name of the city in which you have been staying? It is better for me to ask about your well-being." I was happy that everyone around me smiled. How many good people there are, how kind people there are, and what a beautiful and graceful girl she is. I was stunned to see her, and while going, she said, "Go to sleep now, I will meet you." She spoke in such a way that she smiled and said, "There is plenty of time to talk. Now you can rest." She added, "We had a brother who left this world. He went to some fight. He was killed. She lives with all the servants. You will have a good time with us. If you are worried, rest now, then talk to me. She has left. I had done that. I will stay close to this beautiful and graceful girl. I think I have received a gift, such a house. But what will happen to me? Did you bring me here? You have so many employees. I pray that I will also become an employee." So she said, "I will also stay with you. At least on this pretext, I am the same as her friend, that she is a fairy. At least I will have the opportunity to talk to her, then this will be the end of you." As he slept, what happened had given him a lot of courage, and his weakness was gone, and he was in a better condition. The employee came and said, "You are waiting for that village boy walking. Now he has reached this place, or was he wearing a fake tube? Rather, on one side, his daughter Rachel and some other chairs were also filled. I was pointed towards it, and went and sat down right in front of the one where Roxane was sitting. 2 employees were standing behind them in such a way that if they needed something, they would have seen them, and sometimes they examined this room. I am sure he had realized that someone very rich had become an old house. The old clothes and the old house were not made by the painter with an old heart. It seemed like, yes, whatever happened, it has become quite old, but these are some kind of compliments. I started by asking the 2 sit in front of her. Then she said, "I need to talk to you." "Yes, talk to me. I don't know where to go next. My parents died in childhood. I don't remember which village it is. Where do I live? I have the courage to sleep, and I keep walking forward. Whatever I don't remember, there is no one. You people have kindly picked me up and brought me to this house. I will always be grateful to you for your kindness. But if you have something to say, say it here. I am perfect. There is no one in front or behind. There is no place for me. If I get a job here, I will live here in peace. I will get a roof to fill my stomach, food to fill my stomach, and whatever you give me, I have accepted it, and I don't even want money. I don't need a daily allowance. There are enough servants. I don't have a place for a job. It wouldn't be necessary. Oh, this is our mansion from the old days, where mother and daughter live. I have a son whose appearance was exactly like yours. I was left in the midst of family enmity. First, my husband fell victim to this. The second time, we picked us up and brought you to this house. You were in a fever. And then, when I saw your face, I sat right in front of you and cried. I thought my son is alive and he was like you. We started taking care of you. Today you are telling me that you have no one. Your parents are dead. You don't need a job. You can stay in this house. Become my son. My son is no more. Your parents are gone. If he is not there, then you are my son. Today you are my son. In which city do you live? You are nothing. You are nothing. Then she looked at me having breakfast. Again, she was looking at me. She smiled from there as if she also wanted this young man to stay in this house as she started having breakfast. She heard that I have become the son of this house. Now will I stay in this house, and I will have another blessed company, which I wanted to spend with my husband after working, when I said my son is dead. Then you and I will be closer to each other. That is for today's story. Hope you like it too. We'll be back soon with third part of the story.